Hey my friends, Matty D in the Black here, helping achieve emotional and physical well-being. And also your coach, your life coach here, helping you recover from, your wounds, issues that you have from your parents. So I want to do a personal update, what's going on with me. I know I haven't posted a video in a while. I've been meaning to. I've gotten off the habit of not playing out my content on Mondays for the week and plan out what days I'm going to do what videos. And all that, so I do apologize. I'm still getting new people subscribing, welcome new subscribers, but I want to continue to serve you guys and give you, things that value, things I've learned, things that help you with where you're at in relation to yourself and your parents, because you don't want to be thirsty shit. I'm running. You don't want to be continually hating. Make anger at your mother, your father, or both, because it just eats away at you ultimately. I mean, it's all you're really in the grand scheme of things. As I do all these videos and give you advice and things to do, you're only helping yourself by learning to heal, feel the emotions, feel the anger, the sadness, whatever you got to feel, and forgiving them, which you need to do by forgiving someone. It's not a sign of weakness. It's not a bad thing. It's not letting them off the hook or anything, but you're letting go of what they did to you so that you can heal and you can be better and you can be happier and you can have a better life. Because if you don't do that, and I bet you can find at least one person who holds on to everything in the world, and you can see what quality of life they have. They slowly but surely over time get to a point where they are by themselves. That's what happens ultimately, because no one wants to be around them. Because no one wants to be around. Do you? And let me ask yourself this: if you're having trouble forgiving your parents, here's a question. Ask yourself. Seriously, ask yourself this question: do you want to be around somebody who doesn't forgive anyone for anything forever and holds on to it? Do you want to be around someone like that? Okay. If the answer is no, then what makes you think that by not forgiving your parents, you're better off than that person? It's a serious question. Ask yourself to take a hard look at yourself. Now, that's a 2-minute rant. I digress. I'm sorry. This video really is about another personal update here. Like I told you, in regard to my mother, and I want to give you, and I want to be open and honest, transparent with you guys, because like I said, I'm a human being in this reality. I'm not perfect. I'm still learning things, and whatever I can learn past on you to help you avoid the same mistakes, hey, I'm doing my job. So this gets real personal. With my mother lately, we had a death in the family. Uncle John passed away a couple weeks ago. My sister called me the night he passed away. He died from heart attack. And I was like, okay, so this is a point where I'd reach out to my mother. Actually, I'd seen my mom back in January at the store when I was with a coworker of mine, and we talked, and she's like, Happy New Year, I love you too, blah, blah, blah. And instead I call her. I didn't, because I'd forgotten to, and then also just didn't feel like calling her, to be honest. Just because you've resolved your shit with your parents doesn't mean that you're always going to feel like talking with them. If that parent still is acting up, you're just going to be like, Anyway, so I thought after that encounter with her, things are good between us. Like, oh my god, we can actually talk, and like this is a good sign. Like, if your parents are willing to talk to you, if you've had issues, take the chance and go for it, because there's a lot of good that can come from that, and both parties are better off. And that's ultimately what you want to do if you want to do that. So anyways, see her in January. My Uncle Lime passed away last month, a couple weeks ago, and then after that, I'm like, okay, let me call my mom, because she's probably upset about it. It's her brother. My mom has a sister, another brother, and her brother Don, who died now. Now it's just the three of them that are left. And they realize that, like, we ain't got much time to let them planet Earth. So I figured, let me call my mom. So he died on Tuesday evening. I called my mom twice on Wednesday. I called in the morning, left the voicemail, called her again that evening, called her then Thursday. I called her on Friday. I called her on Saturday. She did not get back to me as far as texting me, didn't call me back, didn't email me. I hear shit. And I was just like, okay, this is her brother here, my uncle, who unfortunately I found that, like, as my sister and I were growing up, my mom told us that, he wanted to be hermit. He didn't feel like talking with us. and that you know, when he was still alive towards the end of his life, he got a girlfriend, and according to my mother, who I never want to believe anything she says now to be 100% true, because her view is very skewed, like stupid skewed. And she told me that his girlfriend was abusing him and controlling him. And when he passed away, I talked to my cousin Fahima, and she told me that no, that's not true. My mother had beef with my uncle Don, apparently, which is why we never really spoke to him or saw him that much, because they didn't resolve shit. And because of that, we were cut off again from more people of our own family. It was just blows my mind. Then on top of that, his girlfriend wasn't abusing him and controlling him. She wasn't all there, but the other thing is she wasn't encouraging him to go to the doctor to get checked. So there's some truth to that, but my mother made it seem like she's just some total bitch who wanted to rule his ass. No, not quite. And then I see on Facebook, my cousin Fema tags me in a post, and they're at the wake funeral. My sister went. My mother was there. My sister asked me to go the day before, but I had to go to work the next day and I couldn't go. And so I saw my mom there, and I'm like, and I just saw my mom in a picture, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is fucking ridiculous. And I talked to my father. My dad said you shouldn't be surprised, but it's like, it's not like my uncle passed away, I didn't say anything. I fucking called her a couple times and everything else, and she still didn't get back to me. Goes to the funeral anyway, and like doesn't say shit. She still doesn't call me back. She doesn't talk to me about any of this shit ever since then. And I just like, after calling her, I was like, fuck it. I've reached out 4 times. I'm not gonna do it anymore. And then after seeing her at the funeral, and she kind of, according to my sister, my sister, Fema, my mom kept to herself mostly. It was stupid, in my opinion. It's my mother, and her own world of total bullshit. This is her world. So anyways, do all that stuff. And I was just like, this is so ridiculous. Like, how is he doing this? You know? And I just was like, fuck this. I'm like, I kind of got angry, then I resolved it. Because I could be angry on it forever and just let it just not bother. Now I'm like, she is who she is. I still love her, still care. But if she wants to play his games, I'm not going to add fuel to the fire and fire on it. It's like, fine. So I've done my part on that. So it's sad. And then the other thing I found out from my sister was that apparently there's 2 other female cousins we have. One's cousin Pauline, another one I forget her name. And I was like, wait, we have a cousin Pauline and so? I'm 32. This is the first time I'm finding out about this shit. And I think my sister said that they know us from when we were younger. My mother never really told us about them. Ever. Never. Ever. And I'm like, 32 years old, and it was all funny. I have cousins and other family members I have no fucking idea about because mother, for whatever reason, chose not to tell us. So it's like, that's a lot of time I cannot get back and never will. I don't have a phone. I need to actually, I need to reach out to them and find out who the life and shit. Like, it's bullshit that I'm finding more about this now as things go on. How my mother, unconsciously, consciously, whatever it is, basically kept my sister and I for the longest time in a bubble, and we weren't aware of it. I feel like I should be aware of it now. And I'm finding more about this, that the way my mom works is this. She not only does she hold on to shit and doesn't forget people. If you were fighting with her, she will cut your ass off, won't talk to you, won't acknowledge you, won't say shit, but especially to come to her. And if you're family, she cuts you off from her family, from who she's cool with the family. She cuts your ass off. Boop. Will not say anything, will not talk to you, and because we were children at that time growing up, didn't tell us anything. Which is fucked up because you also fuck over your children by denying them relationships that are rightfully theirs by divine nature. So who are you to do that? And it's not like these people now that makes it makes sense to cut off your family if other family is like dangerous, unhealthy, and brutal and all that stuff. I get that. But if they're not like that, which seems like they're not, I know my own family. They're not crazy, they're not drug dealers, addicts, murders, whatever, anything bad. It's just that she had beef which she never resolved. So because of that, we'd suffer because of that. I was like, no, fuck that. So that happened. And I was like, really? But then I'll be honest with you. Then I've had 2 moments recently that really made me realize, how I still want my mother around. Because it's kind of weird for me to say. You may find it to be ironic. I'll make this quick to the point, because this video is about over 10 minutes now. So recently, I put myself back in the dating world, and dating can be fun, shitty, and brutal at the same time. One of the two. It's or you may have it can be really fun, or just like it's like whoa. Because dating, you'll get feedback on who you are and what's going on. If you're real honest with yourself, you'll get feedback on like how you come off to people. And that is great feedback that you can take, that you have a choice. You can take it as personal and let it hurt you and be like, oh my God, this sucks. Or realize, okay, it may not feel good to hear the truth about this, but I can take this knowledge, this feedback, and use it to become better and work on what I work on and, meet the right person. Hey, we're good to go. So I'm choosing to take it as, the latter. Like, hey, I'm going to take this as feedback, resolve the emotions, and keep going. So, probably, what does it do with dating and moms and dads and everything else? I'll get the point. I've had two moments lately where I've talked to other women. We talked on, whatever dating profile I'm on, and got phone numbers and talk, and either I've been ghosted back to back more than I like, and I was like, and the thing about it, it's not like I'm some creepy guy. I'm YouTube. I'm not pervert or anything. I have great conversation, good personality. I'm not getting on the phone with these women going, oh my God, I love you. You're so amazing, blah, blah, blah. Like, nothing. Like, I'm taking a chill, and it's a good conversation. We seem to click. I'm like, sweet, let's do this right. So, what's happened 2 times, I've had moments where I've gotten down on myself. I've let these women going ghost, like, really hurt me, gotten sad, and in those moments, I wanted my mother. I'm not lying. I wanted my mother. I was like, holy shit, I wanted my mother because I wanted to be able to go to her as her son. I cried about this the other day. And cry to her and be her little boy. Be like, mother, mom, I'm your son. I'm out here in the dating world looking to find a mate, a woman to have a life with. And they're disappearing on me and I don't know why. And that's really shitty and I don't want to say scary. It's really shitty to be getting shot down by, in the dating world and you have no fucking idea why. It would make sense if, like, okay, you have baggage, you're being creepy or whatever it is, but if you're just being yourself and talking and they just go and you're trying to figure out why and you don't have no idea, it's really discouraging and, like, saddening. And I let it get to me and I'm like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? Because, like, I've been told by all my female friends, other guys, you're a great guy, you're handsome, you do what you want, blah, blah, blah. Any girl will be with you, like, they all mean it, and I'm like, so then what the fuck is it I'm doing here? Because that's not the case. And I've been told by other women I meet, like, oh my God, you should say, like, why are you on this dating site? You seem like you can get any girl you want. I'm like, if that were the case, it wouldn't be on here. So what is it that I'm doing here? What's the energy? And I would like to know, because I still don't know yet. So I had this moment where I was like crying, and I'm like, holy shit, like, where I wanted my mother and just be able to go to her and just get that comfort. I can know my father, yeah. But with your mother and you're the son, it's a little different. It's like she's the only, and for any woman who watches this, here's something I can share with you on why a mother's relationship with her son is unique and something you should understand. And it kind of explains mama's boys. I'm going to cut this short. See, because in the world for us men, your mother is the only woman that you can go to and still cry like a little boy, like you're 5, and she loves you and will let you do that because you're her son, you're her baby boy. Boom. Now, as a guy, you want a wife or girlfriend that can back up who you can do the same thing, but you can't do it to the degree like him with your mother. Because if you're one watching this, you want to comfort your man, but at the same time, you don't want to be dating and living with and marrying and fucking a boy. You don't want to take care of me shit. You don't want that. You want the man who you can stand behind and back what we need to be. Like, that's what you want. So for us as men, smart men that realize this, realize, okay, I can be the man and cry to you. It's because you're my wife and girlfriend, my mother. I can come to her, and if I'm in issues with you or anyone else, and cry like a little boy. And that's what it is with men and their moms. Or explains why some men love mom or mama's voice, because she's the only one you can do that with. And that's the truth. Ask any guy. Get her straight. She's the only woman in your life who you can come to and be like, yo, I can cry like a little bitch, and she'll, accept me, because that's who it is. Now, if your mom's a little tough love, she'll still do it because you're her son. But anyways. And so I wanted to getting to my point, I wanted to be able to do that and just come up like, Mom, like, what's going on with me? Is there something wrong with me? What is it I'm doing? And just want to like have her hug me and cry in her arms, just be a little boy for that moment and just get that comfort to be like, oh, okay, I feel good now, and I can go back in the world and and just do me and just do the damn thing and have fun with it, That's what I wanted. It's all I wanted in those 2 moments. And I was like, right now at the time, I can't really get that from her. Because we're not at a point where we can both be on an emotional level like that. I can. She won't allow herself to do that. She won't. Because she has too many things in a way that she puts up because she feels like she's right in her view. And that's who she is. But I wanted her so badly in those moments to be like, Mom, I'm your son. Let me come to you and just be a little boy that I used to be and cry and have your love. That's all I wanted. It's all I wanted. And I've come a long way from healing from her. The fact that I can get back to that point, because years ago, I would be like, fuck that shit. She can go fuck herself. I don't need her. So that's what happened. So that is my update. That's my thing. I appreciate you, whoever you are, if you watch this the whole way through. Yeah. As usual, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. If you feel like someone else may get value from this, please share. And as usual, as always, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Talk to me. I'll respond as much as I can. Love y'all. Get back. Peace.